Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel, All Things Taylor, just in time for another episode of a Q&A Wednesday. It's going to be wicked with yours truly. I want to give a huge shout out to the 100+ new followers that joined us on this YouTube channel. You guys are in for a wild ride, including Q&A Wednesdays weekly. And I want to give a huge thank you to all of my subscribers who have been so patient as I've been healing from an allergic reaction I had. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. This week, all of the questions came from YouTube. You guys are seriously holding it down. It's awesome. For your chance to have a question answered by me next week, make sure to comment below with your questions and just do a huge solid for me and like this video, because apparently the more likes on these videos, the more opportunities for us to be able to expand the Taylor Army community on YouTube with getting more traction on this YouTube channel. So without further ado, let's jump right into these questions this week. So first question was, is my career over? I get this question and worded in many different ways across my platforms, and it just makes me giggle. I don't think there's like a real thing as retirement in wrestling, because like I feel like 95% of the people that retire over the years in wrestling, they all come back and wrestle. So it's like, were you really retired though? So to answer your question, no, my career is not over yet. I just made the personal choice to not wrestle during the pandemic. My last match was actually in January of 2020. And I didn't know that, like 2.5 months later or whatever, there was going to be a pandemic. So that was a real bummer for, everyone across the world, not just me. So I can't really complain. But no, my career is not over yet. I am not retired. I just chose to not wrestle during the pandemic. And I had some contract offers come up before the onset of the pandemic. And I was more focused on building my own brand to make me more valuable. Because as you guys know, I'm all about the brand, the Taeler Hendrix brand, the Taylor Army brand. So I enjoy the creative freedom that goes along with that. I wouldn't be a published author right now and a wrestling writer and so forth and a podcaster if I was, wrestling full time at some of the places I could have signed at. So I'm doing me, guys. So that's kind of how I chose to answer that question. Thank you all for love and support on that. My next question was, do I have a favorite Star Wars movie? The answer is no. I didn't grow up in a Star Wars household. I grew up in a Lord of the Rings household. And, it's like some genres like turn down their nose at other genres, and so I didn't get to see Star Wars until I was an adult, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed the wild like story and the ride and the creativity in it. Like, who doesn't love that cantina scene? So to give you an answer, since I don't actually have like a legit answer, I will have to say Spaceballs, because no matter how many times I see that Mel Brooks movie, I still laugh and giggle my butt off. Yeah, I mean, Darth Helmet, come on, it's hilarious. Hi, Scooby. Yeah, and since it's a spoof on Star Wars, I'll just say Spaceballs for now, because I just don't have a favorite one. I enjoyed each movie that I did watch in the Star Wars saga. So I think I have to watch them more to come up with like a definitive favorite, to be like, hey, this one, that's my favorite. Okay, let me see here. Another fan asked me, they're very active on my YouTube channel. They asked me if I could book a legit signature Women's Survivor Series match, who would be in it? So I was putting a lot of thought into this one, and it was so hard. So I decided to answer half of it, and then I want to put the answer back out to you guys to help me finish it. I thought that would be kind of cool. Okay, so my thought process for this is, with the vast amounts of things that I've learned in the pro wrestling industry and how to tell a story and gimmicks and maximizing your card and attractions and, drawing a crowd and stuff, this is how I chose to answer this. So I think, personally speaking, when you have so many moving parts in a match, you don't want to make it too complicated, because, you know, fans have to be able to follow it, and the wrestlers themselves, the talent, have to be able to deliver it, you know? So there's a lot of moving parts, you know, like cogs in a machine. So I think we need to do like a babyface team and a heel team, because I think, say you have 8 women in there and they're all baby faces, you know, it can get a little muddy, you know? So I want to have like a definitive heel team and a definitive babyface team. And to make this fun, since the question didn't specify if they had to be living, I'm going to do 2 teams that are going to have like a team representative, but they're not wrestling. So the babyface team is going to be Team Rock and Robin, because that's going to be fun. And then the heel team is going to be Team Sherry Martel, Team Sensational Sherry. Love it, because, you know, they had such an epic like feuding time, you know, Rock and Robin and Sensational Sherry. Get it? Love it. Okay. Babyface team. So far I've chosen, okay, Trish Stratus. I chose, I think I'm forgetting. I've had so many hits to the head. For the babyface team, okay. I got this. I chose Trish Stratus. Let me see here. I'm going to choose Lana. And let's see here. Okay, so that's 2 so far. On my heel side, I'm going to do myself, Lisa Marie Varon, Becky Lynch. Actually, no, I'll put Becky Lynch as a tweener character, because I like the badass vibe. I love her. I'm going to put her on the babyface. So on the babyface side, we're going to have Trish Stratus, Lana, Becky Lynch, Asuka. Yeah. Okay, I'm digging that so far. Okay, on the heel side, we'll have myself. We'll have Alexa Bliss, because I really enjoy her heel work, especially. And then we'll also do AJ Lee, because I think that would be really fun. Let's see here. We'll do Lisa Marie Varon, so that's 4. And let's see here. I kind of want to be like Jazz, like maybe have like Jazz on the heel side, and then on the babyface side, do you guys want to do like Bianca Belair on the babyface side? I don't know. So why don't you guys tell me, because I think this would be really fun. And I definitely want to add Santana Garrett on the babyface side, because I think she's just a really believable babyface on camera. So I think that would be really good. Yeah, so let me know what you guys would want to do. I kind of want to mix it with like different time periods of wrestlers. I think that's like a lot of fun, you know, like dream matches and so forth. And someone else asked me on my YouTube channel, they asked me, when are my next books coming out? I was super stoked about that question, so thank you so much. I am just having the time of my life being a published author. I mean, who gets to say that? You know, like being a non-WWE wrestler and getting written about and featured in Yahoo Finance, like that was like a huge deal. I was just so, I don't know, I was just so humbled and honored. I couldn't believe it. I was like, look at all I'm getting to accomplish. And, you know, I don't have like a huge conglomerate backing me. Like I'm doing this on my own. I just thought it was so amazing. So I'm actually hoping, and you guys will hear this news first, so that's extra incentive to be subscribers on my YouTube channel. I am actually, my goal is to release 2 children's books in the month of July. Piggy Sue Wants to Be Just Like You and The Hopeful Spider. I'm super excited. Those are both going to be a part of my children's book series that I'm working on, which includes all the children's books that I've already done. I've already done 3 so far. And it's called, it's all about a group of friends called the Furred Herd, and they're all animals. And so I'm going to put all of my stories together into one book, and they're going to be called A Long Book of Shorts of Sorts, The Fantastical Nonsensical Adventures of the Furred Kind, starring the Furred Herd. And then you'll have Sully the Sloth, you'll have Trish the Fish, Nosey Rosie the Elephant, you'll have Piggy Sue, and some other characters. So I'm super excited. I think we're going to have a guest appearance by a giraffe. named Ordinary Larry, and we're gonna have just so much fun, so much fun. I just love the fantastical world of children's books where sloths can race in race cars and elephants are write books, and you know, a fish flies high in the sky as a pilot, and you know, I don't know, it's just so much fun. So and then I am also working on a book that I've been working on for years. It'll be my first like adult book. It's going to be like a psychological suspense thriller, and that's called Behind These Whispering Walls. I'm very excited about it. It's going to have periods that take time in the 70s and during like World War II. So I'm like super excited. I started working on that in high school, so I cannot wait to finish it and publish it. And I want to give a shout out to my creative writing teacher from high school who gave me an A on that assignment and really supported my writing. I want to kind of give back to him in my high school with that. So super excited. Another person asked me who are some women's wrestlers that I get along with very well. They basically are asking like who am I friends with. I get along very well with Asuka. You guys will see us every now and again on Twitter interacting back and forth. I interact quite a bit with Lana on Instagram, and Becky Lynch and I follow each other. I love her. I've loved her back since like Shimmer. I get along very well with Santana Garrett. I absolutely adore Mickie James. I get along very well with Shelly Martinez, with Melina. Let me see here. Yeah, I get along very well with a lot of people, so that's why like the narratives that people put out are hilarious. It's like really you may fool nobody. I just love wrestling, so to me any like wrestling I get to support is awesome. That's why I like getting to talk about wrestling on my podcast, Talks with Taeler Hendrix, on Vince Russo's brand.com, and then getting to be a writer with Fightful.com. I hope you guys will check out the latest Fightful magazine, issue number 2. I got to write about 3 independent women's wrestlers who I feel were breakout stars in 2021, including Alex Gracia, Queen Aminata, and the feisty Filipina Nina. I also got to do a feature in the 3rd issue of Fightful magazine, which is coming out, where I wrote an entire piece on Tamina. So I'm having the time of my life. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of QnA Wednesday. Make sure you guys comment below on this video for a chance for me to answer your questions perhaps next week on next week's QnA Wednesday. And please go ahead and like this video to help us grow the Taeler Army. Thank you guys so much. Be sure to check out my Twitter and my Instagram at Taeler_Hendrix and at Taeler Hendrix ROH, because you never know if I'm going to answer a fan question I asked on my social media on here. And be sure to, I would love your feedback on my children's books so far, since it is my goal to release 2 more this coming month in July. I am very excited. So please do me a favor and check out It's Not Easy Being a Sloth by Taeler Hendrix, A Fish with a Wish is Trish by Taeler Hendrix, and Nosey, Rosie, and The Secret Surprise by Taeler Hendrix. All 3 are available on Amazon, and they cost less than a large cup of coffee. Thank you so much, guys.